The charitable gaming sector plays a crucial role in supporting various causes through activities such as bingo. While these endeavors are driven by noble intentions, they are not immune from the complexities of compliance requirements. This video delves into the range of compliance considerations and potential issues within the charitable gaming sector, with a particular focus on the challenges associated with bingo. One of the primary compliance issues plaguing the charitable gaming sector, including bingo, is the lack of uniform regulations across jurisdictions. Charitable gaming activities are subject to a patchwork of rules and requirements, which vary significantly from one region to another. This regulatory inconsistency not only creates confusion for charitable organizations, but also opens the door to potential compliance lapses and exploitation by those with malicious intent. Divergent regulations impact licensing procedures, reporting requirements, and operational standards, making it challenging for charitable organizations to navigate the complex compliance landscape. This lack of harmonization can lead to inadvertent violations, as organizations may inadvertently overlook or misinterpret specific regulatory nuances when conducting charitable gaming events, including bingo. Complying with regulatory requirements comes with its own set of challenges, particularly in terms of costs. The charitable gaming sector, including bingo organizers, often faces financial burdens associated with licensing fees, compliance training, and the implementation of necessary safeguards to meet regulatory standards. These costs can pose a significant barrier, especially for smaller charitable organizations with limited resources. In some cases, the financial burden of compliance may lead organizations to cut corners, potentially compromising the integrity of bingo events and other charitable gaming activities. Striking a balance between regulatory compliance and financial feasibility is a delicate task, and policymakers must consider the economic realities faced by charitable organizations when formulating and enforcing regulations. Licensing and permitting constitute foundational elements of compliance in the charitable gaming sector, providing the legal framework for organizations to conduct their activities. In the context of bingo, obtaining the requisite licenses is a multifaceted process that involves demonstrating compliance with local gaming laws, ensuring transparency, and implementing responsible gaming practices. The complexity of the licensing process varies across jurisdictions, ranging from stringent requirements to more permissive frameworks. Charitable gaming operators organizing bingo events must be proactive in securing the necessary licenses, understanding the criteria set by regulatory bodies, and demonstrating their commitment to responsible gaming practices. Failure to obtain proper licensing not only exposes organizations to legal consequences, but also jeopardizes their ability to carry out their charitable missions. Compliance in the charitable gaming sector extends to financial controls and reporting mechanisms. Given the substantial sums of money involved in bingo and other gaming activities, maintaining transparency and accountability in financial transactions is of paramount importance. Organizations must implement robust internal controls to track funds accurately, prevent misappropriation, and ensure that revenues are channeled towards the intended charitable purposes. Reporting requirements further complicate the compliance landscape. Charitable gaming operators are often obligated to submit detailed financial reports to regulatory authorities, disclosing the funds raised, expenses incurred, and the distribution of proceeds. Adhering to these reporting obligations not only satisfies regulatory requirements, but also contributes to building trust among stakeholders, including donors and the broader community. Transparency and accountability are integral to maintaining public trust in the charitable gaming sector, including bingo events. Charitable organizations must provide clear and accessible information about how funds are collected, utilized, and distributed. However, achieving transparency can be challenging, and lapses in accountability can undermine the credibility of charitable gaming initiatives. In the context of bingo, ensuring transparency involves not only disclosing financial information, but also communicating how the game is conducted, how winners are determined, and how funds raised are allocated to charitable causes. In some instances, lack of transparency may lead to suspicions among participants and donors, negatively impacting the reputation of both individual organizations and the broader charitable gaming sector. To enhance transparency, charitable organizations organizing bingo events should adopt rigorous financial reporting practices. This includes providing detailed breakdowns of revenue and expenses associated with each event, as well as demonstrating how funds are channeled towards the intended charitable purposes. Regular audits conducted by independent firms can serve as a valuable tool in verifying compliance with transparency standards and fostering trust among stakeholders. Charitable gaming events, such as bingo, often rely heavily on volunteers to organize and execute various aspects of the activities. Ensuring that volunteers are adequately trained and aware of compliance requirements is crucial for the success and legitimacy of these events. However, volunteer training and awareness programs are often overlooked, leading to unintentional non-compliance issues. Volunteers may lack a comprehensive understanding of the regulatory landscape, including licensing requirements, reporting obligations, and operational standards specific to bingo events. This lack of awareness can result in inadvertent violations, exposing charitable organizations to legal and reputational risks. Moreover, without proper training, volunteers may struggle to implement necessary controls to prevent fraudulent activities or ensure the integrity of the gaming process. Training initiatives should cover not only the legal and regulatory aspects of charitable gaming, but also emphasize the importance of ethical conduct, transparency, and accountability. By empowering volunteers with the knowledge and skills necessary to navigate compliance requirements, organizations can enhance the overall integrity of bingo events and other charitable gaming activities. As technological advancements continue to reshape the landscape of charitable gaming, including bingo, organizations must grapple with the integration of technology while ensuring compliance with existing regulations. The shift towards online platforms for gaming events introduces new challenges related to data security, fair play, and the prevention of fraudulent activities. The use of electronic bingo systems, online ticket sales, and virtual gaming platforms necessitates a reevaluation of existing regulatory frameworks to address emerging risks. Charitable organizations must implement robust cybersecurity measures to protect participant information and financial transactions. Additionally, ensuring the fairness and transparency of virtual bingo games becomes a priority to maintain public trust in the sector. Beyond regulatory compliance, the charitable gaming sector, including bingo operators, faces a moral imperative to uphold responsible gaming practices. Responsible gaming encompasses measures designed to protect participants, promote fairness, and mitigate the potential negative impacts of gaming activities. Compliance in this realm involves adopting policies and practices that prioritize the well-being of players and the broader community. In the context of bingo, responsible gaming practices may include implementing age restrictions, promoting awareness of the potential risks associated with excessive gaming, and providing resources for individuals facing gambling-related issues. Organizations must strike a delicate balance between fundraising goals and ensuring that gaming activities remain a source of entertainment rather than contributing to harm. Compliance in the charitable gaming sector extends beyond legal and regulatory considerations to encompass the social and community impact of gaming activities. Charitable organizations organizing bingo events must be attuned to the potential ramifications of their activities on local communities. This includes assessing the socio-economic context, understanding the demographics of participants, and mitigating any unintended negative consequences. In some instances, the concentration of gaming establishments, including bingo halls, may raise concerns about the social fabric of communities. Charitable gaming operators must navigate these challenges by engaging with local stakeholders, addressing community concerns, and actively participating in initiatives that contribute positively to the areas in which they operate. Compliance efforts within the charitable gaming sector must also address the risks associated with fraud. Fraudulent activities, ranging from misappropriation of funds to rigging gaming outcomes, can undermine the credibility of charitable organizations and erode public trust. Implementing effective fraud prevention and detection measures is essential to safeguard the integrity of bingo and other gaming activities. internal controls, regular audits, and thorough vetting of personnel involved in financial management are critical components of a robust anti-fraud framework. Charitable gaming operators must be proactive in identifying and addressing any irregularities promptly, demonstrating their commitment to maintaining the highest standards of integrity. In conclude, compliance is not merely a legal obligation, but a fundamental pillar that sustains the sector's integrity and impact. The challenges within the charitable gaming sector, particularly in the context of bingo, are multifaceted, encompassing regulatory landscapes, financial controls, responsible gaming practices, and technology-driven considerations. Charitable gaming operators must navigate these complexities with diligence, adopting a proactive approach to compliance that goes beyond meeting minimum legal requirements. Upholding transparency, implementing responsible gaming practices, and actively contributing to the well-being of communities are essential aspects of a comprehensive compliance strategy. As the charitable gaming sector continues to evolve, organizations must remain adaptable, embracing technology while safeguarding the core values that underpin their charitable missions. Ultimately, navigating compliance issues in the charitable gaming sector requires a commitment to transparency, responsibility, and the enduring pursuit of positive social impact,